What is going on, everybody? Back on at Berserk 311, 312, 313. We had a little kind of like a deep breath episode chapters after we just had that wildness of essentially, I mean, the world is never going to be the same again. I'm curious if there's ever a way to kind of put it back in the box after it's already been released. Like, can the world ever go back if everything is defeated one thing at a time? I have absolutely no idea. Or is like this is all, even if you defeat Griffith, take him out, put him down, this is just always going to be the world. I have absolutely no idea. Now I've been told like there's a new chapter, like we're getting new chapters, new Berserk material this month. Is that true? Can that be confirmed? If anybody could let me know, that'd be great. But besides that, I figured we'd just go ahead and get on to it. Let's press play on that. That's going. Cool, cool, cool. Lower it a little bit in my headphones. Alright. Recording. Alright, and Guts was back at it, so I don't know if he's like fully ready to go. When we're gonna have another armor take over him episode type thing, but we'll see. We'll see. Sea combat sure is the bomb. Don't bust up my already busted ship. Lashing the dead, that's what you're doing. I'll haunt you. Isn't that what you're here for in the first place? Pretty much. I mean, he gave up. Well, I don't know if he had a choice. It looks like the monsters or ghost or whatever kind of just took him over. You goddamn fools. Looks like you've gone and made him mad for real now. Now your lives are nothing more than candles in a storm? Oh, they can't be out in the sun. Captain, it's the sunrise. They gotta turn around and run. Oh, they're gonna go underneath. I forgot they're on their Davy Jones shit. Well then, gentlemen, we'll settle this next time. Alright, well, back they go. Well, just make sure we're off the water. I don't know, but can we be off the water within the next 24 hours? Probably not. You know, I just as soon... we did settle it. Okay. Yay, Guts! Hip hip hooray! You're incredible. I never realized you were such an insanely good swordsman. I'd heard soldiers on land were all cowards who ran at the first sight of danger. I don't know if y'all know what's been going on land, but it's a shit show. Especially now. I mean, we've been wandering around fighting nothing but monsters like those. We're monster hunting pros. Well, more or less, despite our intentions. Looks like I'm in your debt again. Just think of this as paying for our ride. But why did they turn into a ghost ship? I'm pretty sure last time they were regular pirates. That was just a few days ago, and they even had those monsters with them. There's been something odd about the sea ever since that strange wind blew through. Captain, I have a report. Go fetch some more, they took some damage there. There appear to be multiple leaks. Temporary repairs may not hold through another battle. That sea slug bastard sure did a number on us. Number one, isn't there an island near here? Oh, no, I don't want us taking like a little side One Piece quest where we stop on an island. I'm hoping we get there relatively soon. I believe so. It's small and just has one rundown seaport. We'll stop there for inspection and repairs. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Is this a human native of that little land with the shitty seaport? Or nah? I don't know. We haven't set foot on dry land in a while. This island's kind of gloomy. What's wrong? Something isn't right. Yeah, they don't know. They don't. Because I thought Shirka was going to hit us with like a crazy Spark Note summary of what's happened to the world, but they don't. Yeah. There might be a lot of people that are in parts of the world that don't know what's going on. If like demons and dragons and shit didn't just show up in your backyard. You could just be out one day doing your normal shit and yeah, oh yeah, and the mark's going crazy. Don't you sense anything, Guts? Well, about that. It's like a wound Oh, let me go this way. This thing's been acting kind of funny ever since that wind. Oh, wow. Yeah. I saw the little explanation. With what's taken over the world right now, that thing is probably never going to calm down. Ever. It's like a wound that won't close. Like it's gotten too sensitive, so now it just feels numb instead. Well, I think I'll know if anything obvious gets too close to us. Is there something on this island? I thought so. I don't know anything for certain, but the entire island seems to be enshrouded by an ominous odd. It's probably best not to go inland. I'm sorry, but repairing the ship will take some time. We'll depart tomorrow morning. It can't be helped. Let's just do our best not to get separated. Here we go. Looks like I was a beat too late. Yeah, those gotta be the two worst ones. Hey, you two. Boys, islands, and exploration are like a trinity. Nobody can stop it. What does that even mean? Don't worry, I'll use thought transference if anything happens. Just gotta make things difficult. Now we're gonna have to go save his ass at some point. What gives? I can see the whole damn thing from here? What a dinky little island. You could get all the way around it before you knew. Look. Team member Dropey. So we're gonna go into the dark, ominous cave. Mysterious, gigantic cave discovered on a solitary island in the remote seas. We have arrived, yeah. Okay, now to make a torch. Look for handy pieces of wood, dry ones. Who's this bitch? I wouldn't do that. I thought maybe for a second it was the little boy or the little girl or whatever that was like Casca was drawn to or something. But I'm thinking it might just be either the one thing that's native of this island or she's something else that just has the appearance of human. I don't know. That cave's bad news. You shouldn't go near it. Show me your face. Oh, I thought he called her a whore. Native spotted. Who are you? What? Why are you on my ass like that? Hey, is that an elf? Okay. You can see him? That might not be too good on a remote island like this. Yeah, if she's remote and she can see him, she's obviously seen some shit. Now, has there always been some shit going down on the island, or did this just now happen? Her face ain't down there. I've never seen one here on the island. Wow, he's so cute. Okay, so there seems to be some personality within her. I thought she was just going to be this ominous, like, hey, don't do that. It's bad news. And then just, like, trick off somewhere. But there's a little personality in there, at least it seems. That's what everybody says. More like he's a smartass. You must have sailed here. So, two things, calling it right now. She either dies or she joins us on the ship. Now, by join us, I don't know. She joins us as, like, a pivotal character to play, but I don't think we just leave her here. So, we'll see. Then no wonder you don't know, but still keep out. The people of this island consider it taboo to go. The people? Where? I feel like this is like the Jack Black King Kong movie when they show up to the island for the first time and it looks like run down. Like, what's going on? Where are the people? Why, are there monsters or something? There's an old legend about it. Oh, her eyes, finally. It's where the sea god lives. Okay. Okay, there's a fish and it smells like fish. What a rustic fishing village. I was hoping to get some food and supplies, but I guess not. Is it alright for the captain to be away from his ship at such a hectic time? Don't worry, my first mate can handle all that. Besides, as an officer of Ith, it's my very important duty to escort the ladies during their tiring and unfamiliar sea voyage. For now, let's relax and eat something. You there. Is there an inn or a tavern here? Yeah, instantly closes the door. Dear me, talk about shy. Well, I still cannot say with any certainty. It is like some faint or vague odd is covering the entire village. Oh, Casca. That's not human. Whatever this is. What is that? Huh? Pull me right back in. 312. You know we're gonna go in that cave. Whether they go in there together, whether Isidro just runs in there, whether we have to go in there to get something that'll help the town. You know how it goes. Sea God? That's what it's called. Okay, well here's the thing. I also didn't think there was gonna be actually a town of people, so we might leave her here. I thought she was just hanging out solo dolo, like just catching fish, barely living. That's what it's called, but it's a sinister, dreadful god that sinks ships and eats people. That just makes it all the more interesting. Suddenly I really want to go in there. I gotta see if that legend's real or not. Wait, you'll get cursed. How can I explore if I'm afraid of curses? Well, did she just beat the shit out of us? Or did he just fall? He just fell. Oh, watch your footing. There's something in there. Man, oh well, whatever. She's leaving us? Oh. Did he drop his fire blade? Come on, my house is close by. I'll patch you up. Bro, go get... As attached as he is to, like, his training and stuff, you'd think he would notice that. This is rather eerie. What an odd statue. That shit is alive. This is very old. It is a statue of an ancient god. Ancient god? Casca, is anybody gonna grab her, or we're all just gonna watch? As the doctrine of your religion spread throughout the world, the ancient gods were forgotten and faded into the depths of the astral world. Okay. The old traditions must have still been passed down here. Yeah, I mean, they're not really having any Jehovah's Witnesses or anybody coming door to door out here. A god, huh? It's certainly not as refined or beautiful as our god and angels. I'm gonna walk around the island a bit. Everyone else go on ahead to the inn. Mistress? Isn't it dangerous to go off alone? It's possible there's something on this island. That's what I will go determine. I can spare some of my officers and guards. I appreciate that. But there's no need for concern. I am far safer here than I am in a city. Alright. Is it okay that both of the children are wandering around? Yeah, right. We'll be in bigger trouble than them if something happens and we lack their help. Kind of something. More monsters? Okay, so what to make of this girl? Like, because now it's like, why is she so helpful and inviting? Like, is she trying to just like lather us up to just then eat us, or what? That's warm. Thanks, I mean it. Oh god, he's seeing girls. This is some weird firewood. What is it? It's peat. It's grass buried in mud that the cold keeps from rotting completely. No trees big enough to yield firewood grow on this island. Now let me see your injury. It's okay, it's no big deal. Wow, that's a heck of a cut. She really is like Mermaid Girl out here, just... And they're giving him like the Master Roshi vibe and shit. Hold still. Stop one gusher and two more form. Oh, medicine with seaweed cooked into it works wonders. Thanks. My name's Isidro. I'm Isma. Nice to meet you. Does she just live out here solo dolo? And she might lack a little bit of... Well, I mean, there's people in the town. I don't know why I want to keep like labeling her as someone that just has no human interaction, doesn't really know what's going on. But I would say her and Shirka are kind of the same. Like, if they've been kind of just like growing up and living isolated with only like one human interaction, they might not really know what the world is like. I mean, Shirka's gotten a fast track of it, but let's see what Isma's got to say. So you guys have to head back soon? We leave tomorrow. Then hey, have dinner with me. Then tell me all about your travels and about the outside world. I want to like her, but man, I don't know. Sure, I guess. Okay, go ahead and start. I mean, no. Wait, I'll get dinner ready. Alright, there's more. Oh right, there's my cook pot. She sure is excitable. Maybe even on par with you. I say now I can finally eat a meal in peace. I was hardly able to keep anything down on the ship. Still though, I realize this is the only inn or tavern in the village, but it's just so eerie and tasteless, and it smells like fish. I like it, it's fascinating, like being at the bottom of the ocean. Now, do these people really look like this, or are they just being represented to look like this? And just keep your heads on swivels, boys, you never know. Sir, sorry, but please serve yourselves. I need to get some ingredients from the back room. It's okay, I'll get it. Yeah, why don't you take a peek skis down there and see what he's up to. We were going to stay the night here, too. Talk about poor service. What the hell's going on down there, bucko? She's at the cave. So she's in the cave. Isidro's over here with the chick who I want to like and give the benefit of the doubt, but like I don't know, she's just super excited because like she doesn't come across anybody or anybody her age or anything worth anything. Or like I said, like she's something in disguise that's trying to kill us. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, at least Valeria is with her. This seems to be the heart of the disquieting odd covering the island. You're not going in there, are you? It's all damp and nasty. Feel free to wait outside. Forget that, I'm going too. I'm responsible for you? Shirka, look. Okay. Now she's gonna think he's in there. This is the monkeys. Oh no. And she might just... Oh no. Oh. The little sea beast we just fought. These are from the ghost ship. But aren't these a little smaller? They're just as gross though. Maybe they can't really go hard when the sun's up. But they are definitely the same type of creatures as before. You don't suppose these things ate those guys? What? I'm trying to figure out what she made the face for. Now I see it. I see it. I guess whatever's on Isidro's mind or whatever he's going through is just looking at Isma's chest. So I didn't know if she was making a face because these slimy creatures were grabbing her, or she was making a face because she sees what Isidro is seeing. But yeah. Alright. Girl, you got the... That's incredible. Then what? Then what? What happened next? I got in close to it right when it fired the bolt. Then I evaded the axe. It swung down at me. Then wham, I slashed it right on its side. Then I shifted back around and finished it off with a magic dagger to the flank. That was the end of those giant boss trolls. Wow, that's amazing. That really happened? Fine, if you don't believe me, I'll just have to prove it by showing it to you. Yeah, you don't have your blade on you. Wait, what? Oh crap, did I drop it somewhere? Hold on a minute. I wasn't just bragging. I believe you. You've got an elf with you. It only makes sense if you've had all those adventures. I believe you. The outside world's a wild place. Oh, she's out. Might this be what you seek? Okay, I'm glad that that didn't turn into a whole thing of like, oh, what happened to Shirka, yada yada, blah blah blah. So I'm glad that kind of got better. Let's go to this here, because you know how they like to do. Excuse me, boys. We've got to skip an ass again. Might this be what you seek? This is a rare item. You really need to be more responsible with it. Here, calm down. Oh, here, careful. I'm curious what they're going to think of each other. Because I think if Isma is something that's not natural, that maybe Shirka would be able to discern that. What's up? What happened? You're even scarier than usual. I just had a horrible time thanks to somebody. That's right, those were some naughty tentacles. She's gonna see the other elf. You two must be Isidro's friends, right? You look like you got hit by the same wave that hit him. Don't be shy. Come on in and get warmed up. Is that the dagger? Oh, Lord. Okay, just what I was saying. If she's not natural, or she's something that Shirk will be able to... Is she the sea god? But she doesn't... Does she maybe not know? I don't know. I want her to be great. I want her to be good, but we'll see. We'll see. One more chapter. Where are we at? 20 minutes? Okay, I see now. You're the witch Isidro said was one of his companions? My name's Shirka. Today's been amazing. I've never had elves or witches or guests here before. Eat as much as you like, of course. It's just potato, fish, and seaweed soup. I had just been listening to tales of the great Isidro's adventures. And I'm sure that Isidro made it seem like he did everything, and now Shirka's going to be here to confirm that he in fact did not, but it's... What can you do? Could you tell me yours too? The great Isidro. I beg your pardon, but before that... Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and this island? About me? I could, but I bet it'd be boring. I'm just a fisherman, and this island's nothing special. I beg to differ, please. Yeah, hit us with some knowledge, girl. This island's isolated from both sea routes and any other land, so they get no, like, passerbyers. There isn't enough food or water to be of use to large ships, so the only outsiders we ever see are those from the occasional damaged ship. Yeah, if they had no reason to stop there, they wouldn't. There's just the one little rustic fishing village, and the villagers don't like strangers. Ah. They're all gloomy and crooked, and I can't stand them. Well, how did she get here? Was she born of someone? Clearly. Or just abandoned here, or what? Is that why you live over here alone, Isma? I wouldn't live with that rotten fish-eyed bunch, even if they asked. Well, there's that. But there's also another reason. I'm the village outcast. Why, 'cause she got a tail beast inside of her? Outcast? Because they're scared of me. You see, I'm a merrow? Do we know what that is? Like, she talks to fish, or like, what is that? Mermaid? Merwoman? Just kidding, just kidding. Do you think I was serious? Did I get you good? That was just a joke? Wait, like that? Okay, fill the viewer in on what a merrow is. I guess I just wanted to think of myself alongside witches and elves. You'll have to forgive me. But it's true that a merrow... Oh, they think she's that. My dead pa, I thought she was trying to say parents, used to be with one? So does that mean you really are? What is that? Sorry to disappoint, I'm human? Okay, I think a merrow is supposed to be like some type of mermaid. I swim as well as a merrow, but I could soak in the sea all day, and my legs won't turn into a fin or a tail. Turn into a tail. My mom was already gone before I can even remember. Pa would never talk about her, but I kind of figured it out by wringing info out of the damn kids who teased me, and by overhearing the gossip the grown-ups would spread. 4 years ago, a storm capsized my pa's boat. As he was dying, he said someday my mom would come for me. He said the decoration on our house's door was a mirror charm Mom made long ago. So are the turtles and seashells surrounding the house. He said they're to keep away evil. But I remember once seeing a merrow. I'm not even sure I believe all that stuff. Either way, I got busy just living from day to day, and none of it seemed important anymore. But hey, here you are in front of me with elves, which means merrows might exist too, right? Maybe. Still, why is it like this? Aren't merrows spirits of the sea? And I've heard that their kind are amicable with humans. They're supposed to be good omens for fishermen. Why would the people here detest them? That's because of this island's old sea god legend. A really long time ago, a terrible sea god rampaged through the sea around here. It attacked ships, people, and consumed all the fish. It was turning into a sea of death with no living things in it. a tribe of merrows decided they had to challenge the sea god to war. It lasted a very long time, and they lost many of their kin. The merrows finally confined the sea god to this island. The war was over, and the merrows left. Then fish returned to the sea. But the sea god is very powerful, and as the full moon approaches, it stretches its long limbs from the island's cave. They say it attacks the island's fishermen and ships that happen to be passing nearby. The islanders are afraid of arousing its anger, so they resent the merrows, even though they supposedly benefit from them. Yeah, I mean, the merrows essentially came and saved the island, but now the sea god's mad. From that, what can you do? So is that a sea god? But lately the island has seemed strange. It looks like the villagers haven't been out fishing at all. There hasn't been a soul at the docks. It's like they're all shut indoors. Ah, okay. They've all been taken over by the same thing the pirate crew was. So they're not out fishing and shit during the day when she's out and about. I saw some of them staring at me through a window crack when I happened to pass by. They kinda didn't look human. Looked more like fish eyes. Sometimes I also hear creeping sounds coming from the sea god's cave. It's not just the island. I also sense strange presence and hear voices in the sea. And then I met you guys. The end. It's like the world's gone all bizarre ever since that strange wind blew through. Oh, she said the same thing. That was some meager food, but I don't ask for much right now. All I need is a night of sound sleep in a bed that doesn't move, and I'll have no complaints. How did you ever make it as a trader with your constitution? My boarding's job to run around the world? The man in charge sits in one place. They're just talking about a whole lot of nothing. There's some shite going down. Well, I'm concerned about the ship, so we'll come get you in the morning. In the afternoon works too. Thank you all for your hard work. Good night. Yeah, what the fark's going on here, guys? The fuck is this? What, customers? Things sure got busy suddenly. Nah, bro. I think the sun just went down outside. Has the entire village turned out to welcome their first visitors in a long time? I like that nice rural hospitality, though, but they'll be floored when they find members of the renowned Bendemoine family here. No, we warmly welcome you as our guest. Tonight is a full moon. Of course. We just happen to be here on the full moon night. It's a special one. It's the Easter of the sea god. Like, do they look like this? Like, they're like Guts and everyone else is seeing this too, right? The lords of this island. Yeah, right in his farking eyeball. I ain't got time for the bullshit. I really do not have time for the bullshit. Let me guess. We're offerings for the festival. I guess they were fattening us up. Again? It's happening again? Give me a break. Yep. It's happening again. Yep. Happening again. Looks great. Oh, I like the shot on Guts' face right there. Well, at least we're able to handle it. And there they are. We saw those things this morning. Does that mean they're those things too? Great. This welcome's a bit too warm. I like Isma as a character. I hope she like kind of joins the squad. She's the first person we ran into in a while that I'm like, dang. She's kind of dope. So she's half mermaid, essentially, is what you're saying. Just without the fin. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Yeah, like I said, because I don't see us leaving her here. If, like, maybe they... Because I don't know if you can put the people back. Like, the pirates that got taken over, is there any way to cleanse them and then go back to being humans? I don't know if that can actually be a thing. So the same thing with the people in the town. Can that actually be a thing for them? So if they can't, she's just going to be on this island by herself with nobody at all? And even if they're able to, they already hate her anyway. Why don't you just come hang out? I don't know. Or she just dies in this process. Or maybe her mother shows up and she goes and swims off and becomes a... Who knows? We'll see what ends up happening with her. But besides that, nothing too crazy. We knew they were going to run into some shit on the island, clearly. That's just where we're at. This is what we do. Hopefully this... Because I'm curious like what this leads to. Like, are we just burning time here from a story plot point? Or do we gain something from this island? That's going to help us progress forward. Maybe if she just wants to come hang out. Kind of see how it goes. But not bad chapters. I preferred, honestly, those 3 chapters over the last 3 with the pirates getting taken over and everything. We'll leave it there and see how it goes. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always...